Now let's get some more perspective on this fuel scarcity. I'm now being joined on the News at 10 live from the nation's capital, Abuja, by the Managing Director of the Pipeline Products Marketing Company, an arm of the NNPC, Mr. Umar Ajia. Mr. Ajia, thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening, and thank you.
Now, we woke up again all of a sudden to find that the queues have returned to the filling stations. What is responsible this time?
There are two triggers to this unfortunate event. One, there was a malicious publication in the social media by some saboteurs that NNPC plans to increase the fuel price and that Nigerians should buy the product and hoard, and that scarcity is bound to hit, and that this issue will only be over in 2019. So you can see clearly that is a malicious claim targeted to undermine the government. Secondly, there's also the practice of unscrupulous marketers who will ordinarily want to profiteer during the festive seasons to try to make as much as they could out of poor Nigerians. We have the product in tanks and on ships, but some of the marketers we do sell to decided to skyrocket the prices to the buying IPMAN members, who are now complaining that the price is difficult for them to buy from those depots and to bring to their filling stations and sell at 145. So clearly there is some discipline there that needs to be put in place, especially by our sister agencies, DPR and PPRA, who have the powers to sanction and, if possible, terminate the licenses of such
at this point, I would just like to cut in and ask. We had here yesterday an official of the Independent Petroleum Marketers here in Lagos, who said that the main driver, the main trigger for this particular scarcity was the fact that the NNPC did not give its members enough product through your company, did not give its own members enough product to sell, and that they have the largest number of outlets. How true is that?
I think that claim is untrue and is unfortunate. In all our depots, the IPMAN members have the greatest share of loading, followed by our MOMAN members and then NNPC retail. So clearly, what is happening is that our own depots have made products available to these IPMAN members. Of course, the NNPC depots are not quite enough to cover all the IPMAN members, and that's why they resort to buying to other DAPMAN members, some of whom have tried to exploit them by increasing the prices. But what NNPC is doing specifically is to rejuvenate all its depots across the country such that this menace will be put to rest. Because if all the depots have been rejuvenated in the past administration, we would not have been in the situation we are. The current administration has started to rejuvenate Mosmi Depot, to Ibadan Depot, to Aba Depot, to Kano Depot, and now we're moving to Enugu and Ilorin. These depots, which are owned 100% by another subsidiary of NNPC, the IPMAN members can get this product at controlled prices. And in NNPC, we have no plans to increase ex-depot price. It still remains at 133.28 naira per liter, and therefore there's no reason why other people should sell far above that. While PPRA has provided the guidelines.
Most people who are listening to you and watching you this evening, the most important thing for them, especially as we go towards the end of the year, is that there was an assurance earlier by the NNPC GMD that there won't be this situation. And now that it has occurred, how quickly will we return to normal? And how do we prevent it from reoccurring again?
I think quite a number of strategies were put in place. Number one is that we do have about 25 days sufficiency within the country. We also have about 30 ships imports for the month. 2 of our refineries are working, Port Harcourt and Kaduna. We have ordered 24 hours loadings and trucking and dispatches out of all our depots. We are also working in collaboration with regulators, PPPRA, DPR, to enhance surveillance, monitoring, and sanctioning. At the same time, too, we are collaborating with Navy, NIMASA, MPA, and the likes to ensure that vessels arriving are cleared on time and the product discharged at relevant depots. At the same time, we do also give the security agencies the list of all dispatches we made and the supplies so that they can track where those volumes are ending up and that erring marketers can be sanctioned appropriately.
It's at that point that we're going to have to leave it. Thank you very much for joining us on the News at 10. Mr. Omar Ajia, Managing Director, PPMC. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.